Hey, what's up and welcome back. Dan DeSilva, obviously. So now you're here and you're probably wondering what exactly are we going to be talking about in this video. In this video I actually want to go over just a few things really quickly. Number one, I'm going to give you a lot of suggestions on what I want you to do in order to further yourself, because again, this course isn't only about how to make great money and sustainable money. We're also going to be talking about how you could better yourself and better yourself as a salesman or saleswoman, and pretty much how to maneuver things in such ways that money can just come like that, okay? There's a difference between people that come in here with the mindset of that they just want to make quick money, and people that come in here with the mindset where they know they're going to, take a while to earn a very hefty amount of income. Somebody said to me, Dan, I want $15,000 per month within the next 6 months, and I said that's so easy, because right now it took me 7 months to earn upwards of $40,000 to $50,000 every single month, right? Constantly, consistently, 100% on autopilot. So with that being said, there's really rules of the game, of winning the game, right? And what I really want to talk to you about is where you should start. And a lot of people think you should start with watching courses like this and whatnot, where it does start like that. Without a doubt, don't get me wrong, courses like this one that you're in, the Syndicate right now, it'll help you catapult to where you need to be. However, you also need to put forth the effort. So what I want you to do, and it's pretty much mandatory when you're in the Syndicate and joining the family and whatnot, number one, you're going to have to talk to me on a regular basis, whether it's email, Skype, Facebook, whatever you want. Number two, you're going to have to join the Facebook group, okay? Now, the Facebook group you can actually go and find in the bonuses section, or it's on the main page, wherever we decide to put it. And then what we have is I want you to go ahead and I want you to start picking up one book every single month and reading it from cover to cover. So from the front to the back. Now, I have 3 books with me right here that I really suggest that if you're going to go pick out a book, you don't know which way to go, I really suggest you start off with these 3. So first off, we have John C. Maxwell, How Successful People Think. And this book is absolutely amazing. He goes over how exactly successful people think. He took, the most successful people, made a case study out of them, and said, okay, look, they think like this, this, and this, and this. And basically brought them into a huge group, and we're like, okay, look, we have the world's most successful people. This is how they think. This is how they react, etc. Thinking is 80% of your income, and I can tell you that right now, 100%. You might not believe me. You're probably like, oh, yeah, okay, Dan, 80% of your... No, I'm being 100% serious. If you look at people like Alex Becker, they're goofy in their videos. He makes $5 million a year. And if you look at, me, obviously, I'm on my way to doing exactly what, the type of figures that I want to hit. So... not only that, but you have to do it in your own style and everything else. So when you're going out and you're creating your funnel, be yourself. People buy you. They don't purchase because they like the product and everything else. A lot of times, yes, the product does affect the purchasing decision. However, what really affects the purchasing decision is you and your personality. I had somebody email me from a webinar saying, Dan, I didn't enjoy anything you said. Meanwhile, I was on the webinar for 2.5 hours giving out content. It was like an hour content and then an hour of me, being like, hey, look, come join, right? So that's pretty much how webinars work. You give out a lot of valuable stuff up front, and then you say, hey, if you want to come join, then come join. Just like how you got here, right? So I gave you a lot of free content up front, and then you said to come join. So what I also suggest you do is give a lot of value, but what I want you to do is start with why. Now, Start with Why, great books. Basically how great leaders inspire others to take action. And this is something that I'm currently reading because of the fact that I'm trying to become a great leader and lead a bunch of people to success like you are on right now. So Start with Why. I need to actually dive deep into why. What is your driving factor? You need to go and find your driving factor, because I can't make one video targeting every single person here. But what I can do is I can make this video telling you, you need to find your why. You need to sit down and capitalize off of that why. So Start with Why, another great book by Simon Sinek, okay? And the last one I want to talk about is Mark Rogers' Persuasion Equation. Alright, so Persuasion Equation, pretty much as it says, the subtle science of getting your way. Whatever you want, however you want to do it, just getting your way, literally. So with that being said, I want you to pick up these 3 books, start reading, just pick one of them and read. You can even start with How Successful People Think. It's a really small book. It's 120 pages. Then start with Why and Persuasion Equation. So again, I'm a big believer in the more you learn, the more you earn. So Warren Buffett even said that the more you learn, the more you earn. And if you're currently not learning, except from this course, this course shouldn't be the all, ends all be all. Every single day I strive to read at least 3 hours. 3 hours of my day. Now I know that's a lot of time to read. And somebody who has ADD and ADHD and takes Adderall type of pills to really keep focused, reading for me isn't fun. However, I wouldn't keep doing it if it wasn't profitable, and I also would not keep doing it and telling you to do it if it wasn't profitable. Something that I really want to convey to you is, the other day I went to Barnes & Noble's with my girlfriend, Vanessa, and I looked at her and she's like, why do you keep buying all these books? And typically I go to Barnes & Noble's and I'll spend anywhere from $200 to $400 just in books. Alright, sometimes I don't even read the books, I just open them up, skim through the chapters, read the chapters, and I pretty much have the book in mind. But she asked me, why do I do that? And I tell her, because I was walking out with the bag the other day, there was a bag in my hand from Barnes & Noble's, which is a really big store here, and she asked me, why do you do that? And I said, well, because this is the cheapest form of me getting a high ROI. I told her, I was like, I just spent $280 something, whatever I spent, $285, and in a few months from now, I told her, in a few months from now, Vanessa, I will be, turning this $285 into $1 million. I was like, that's what you need to realize. Whatever money you spend needs to have an outcome in the end. So a course like this is going to have an outcome in the end. You're going to be making money. Right? That's the whole point of why you invested. This is an investment in yourself. Investments are huge. So again, we're going to start building you up to the point where you have these type of investments, and it starts with you and it starts with why you're doing this, right? So again, I really suggest reading books, one of the greatest things you can ever do to further your education. And a lot of times you're looking for a course that just tells you, oh yeah, do X, Y, and Z, and that's it, right? And they're gone, the instructor's gone, never hear from him again, right? That's a typical course. No, what I'm telling you here is get out there, read books. This isn't a book club. This is a self-development and actually making yourself go to the next level. Because without these things right here, you will not be able to go to the next level. I can promise you that. Your income level will definitely determine on how much you learn. I can teach you the world. However, if you don't grasp concepts that's in these things right here, then it's going to be really hard for you. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is more of a what you should be doing. I really want you to read 1 book per month and then start scaling it down to 1 book every 3 weeks, 1 book every 2 weeks, and 1 book every week. Right now, I'm at about 1 book every 2 weeks, just because of how often I sit down and whatnot. So keep that in mind, something you really need to do. And without further ado, I'm looking at my book right here. We're going to go on and continue on to the next video just like this one. So I'll see you there.